Read that.
A red herring fashion is a logical facilla. What's
The
that word
red
right there?
herring fallacy
Where
is
some
a
people present.
logical fallacy where someone presents irrelevant information in an attempt to distract others from a topic that's being discussed, often to avoid a question or shift the discussion in a new direction. Right? This is how it's used in debate terminology. But when you use it on the football field, it's called running a decoy. Right? So type in running the decoy and see if it'll tell us what it means.
All right, running the decoy.
Now I have to scroll down a little bit.
Luring
Read
into a
up.
trap. Luring
Read it
into
so the
a
people
trap.
can hear it. I can't see it. It's too little.
Sometime intended onto luring into a trap. Especially artificial birds usually attract live birds within shooting ranges. So it's like the lower it's like
Mm-hmm.
this lure them to like it's like on Nubaru they got this hologramic technology that makes it appear more than one spot. So it'll look like it's like a
Okay, now
decoy. Yeah, go ahead.
go to 48 laws of power. Use bait if necessary.
Oh shit, what the fuck is that? All right.
So in military strategy, in this case, we playing fifth dimensional chess because it's spiritual warfare. So we use spiritual means to combat it. Right. Law number 8: make other people come to you. Use bait if necessary. It's always preferable to make your opponent come to you, as they would have to abandon their plans and strategies in the process, lure them in, and then attack. This prevents you from ever reacting to your opponents. Instead, they have to react to you, right?
Okay.
So to bait somebody, the reason he changed his name to El Hajj Malik El Shabazz is as soon as he named himself Malik, they thought he was declaring himself as the chief that was going to reclaim the land as the king of the land,
Okay.
right? And they didn't want him to do that. So the Dirty Moors pushed the button. This proves who the dirty players is and that the Nation of Islam has been infiltrated.
Okay.
And once they all went after Malcolm, that told Elijah everything he needed to know about the traitors.
Okay.
Right now, he have to figure out who gonna replace Malcolm before Malcolm run the red herring. So Malcolm picked a guy named Lewis Walcott. Why did he pick him?
Why?
He was a musician.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead. You going
As a
somewhere.
musician, he was known as the charmer, right?
Okay.
But the people who knew him said that his yes mean yes and his no mean no.
Okay.
So
Okay.
Malcolm said, bring him to me. Let me meet him.
Okay.
Right? So they brought um the minister to Malcolm, ironically, his wife at the time, her name is Betsy Ross, the mother of the nation.
That's right.
Right? Because the one who sews the flag is the mother of the nation.
That's right.
And they said the flag was sold by who?
Betsy Ross.
And we know that to be a fallacy. So what did it mean? It wasn't true back then, but it was true of the one who would carry the flag for our redemption at the end.
Okay, go ahead.
Only this is just a clue to follow in order to locate the Grand Matriarch at the shrine.
Okay.
The shrine of the Black Madonna, which is going to give us the clues we need. So when Malcolm do the press conference, he said that the Nation of Islam is thoroughly infiltrated by the New York police and the FBI.
Go ahead. I remember that.
Then he gave a list of dirty players in the nation, in the public, and said, I'm not saying nothing that the police don't know. The police gave me the information.
Right.
Right?
Go
So
ahead.
this tell the street guys, Bumpy Johnson, that he was right the whole time, that they was finna try to put a hit on the messenger. But if he seemed to break from the messenger, then they would follow him because they believed that he was more influential over the nation than the messenger.
Yeah.
But he knew, just like the messenger knew, that, he's influential over some, but he's not influential over the whole nation because they not really following MGTGCC. They not really following Elijah. They following Claire.
Go ahead.
So whatever Malcolm do, the MGTGCC know who Claire is, and that she's going to have to pass the torch to the next generation in order for us to escape the matrix. So the musicians that came in, Run DMC, what was their opening statement? Kings from Queens. From Queens come kings.
Mm-hmm.
We raising hell like the class when the school bell ring. The king will be praised or hell will be raised. Them suckers tried to phase us, but we won't be phased.
Go ahead.
Right? So they came in off hard times, spreading just like the flu. Watch out, homeboy. Don't let this catch you. Right? Then they told us 2 years ago, a friend of mine asked me to say some MC rhymes. Right? So Run DMC come in on the heels of a guy named Curtis Blow, the first superstar of hip hop.
Go ahead.
Curtis Blow took what the Grandmaster, what the Sugar Hill Gang did to the next level. Right? So Curtis Blow rapping basketball is also telling us to watch that sport. Because in basketball, we are going to have some messages that's going to be knocked from chiefs that's playing in sports that's going to tell us a different story than what they're telling us in the music.
Go ahead.
Because this is the only way we can find the dirty players. We needed a dog in every fight.
Go ahead.
Right? So from Curtis Blow to Run DMC, you had some interim hit songs in the medium. And you had, every area had their local artists that was the sensation in their area. When hip hop first came out, you remember Tupac's song Old School?
On the Tupacalypse album?
Yeah. Wouldn't be here today if the old school didn't pave the way.
Yeah. I think I remember that one.
Right. Because he's telling you that hip hop is predicated upon history being interrupted from repetitive destruction.
Go ahead.
Right. So when he going through, he say people used to scream Brooklyn in the house and to lose their mind.
Yeah. Yeah.
right? And remember, you got KRS-One, right? He not one of my favorite teachers, but he's one of the GOATs in the nation of 5% teachers.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Right? Because he's able to communicate to New Yorkers at a higher level of consciousness than very many other ones can.
Go ahead.
So that he can use the local lingo to teach the youth on the beat.
Right. Go ahead. I'm with you.
Right? Then you have East Coast influence in LA.
Okay.
When West Coast rap emerged, they called it gangster rap. It's a different culture in the Wild Wild West.
Okay.
Their rules are not the same as our rules over here in the Midwest or in the East.
That's right. That's right.
Right? So when they go by their rules, their musical expression sounds harder than the musical expression of most people from the East Coast. But it's one thing that we overlooking. The first so-called gangster rapper to be big in the industry name was Kool G Rap.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Kool G Rap, Black Gorilla Family. Right? Now we talking George and Jonathan Jackson. We talking about the code of a soldier. Right? So all these different arts are telling us the struggle, but none told us as clearly as the outlaw himself, Thug Life, Mr. Tupac.
Yes, sir.
But before Tupac, it was supposed to be a rapper by the name of Paris. But he became more useful to the cause as a banking investor for the artist who was being undercut. And this is a commercial for your VMix production on all of you artists. Get your stocks up in the VMix evolution so that we can wage a revolution. White diamonds and gold, baby. That's all we want. Send us on home off a Big Suge flip from a Tupac nation. Anyway, getting carried away with the product.
They flip it crazy. More investigation on that knock. Cause I know it's something with that knock. Cause they ain't just knocking on the large door and they ain't doing all.
No, you remember in high school we used to beat on the tables?
Yeah.
We was answering the spirit knocks from the early 1900s.
Yeah.
Once you start beating on the table, you get the frequency that they was putting into the freak. It gets to download now.
Okay.
Your ability to read your right brain, artistic creativity is the only way that you'll be able to access it. Right? So once we was able to access it, somebody beating on the table, it triggered somebody else to rap.
Yeah.
Right? And then we came from the heart with the wind instrument of the chest, a Bobby McFerrin flip, right? Beatboxing, Fat Boys, Skinny Boys, right? We talking the history of the art. And art imitates life. If you can read the art, the people can tell you what's going on across the land in real life. It's a women's revolution in hip hop right now. The next big star is a basketball player from Memphis.
Go ahead. Glow, you talking about Glow? Young Glow? What her name is?
The girl that just won the championship, the college championship from Memphis.
Okay, all right. You talking about
Remember, her father got killed when she was a baby.
Okay.
Right? And then they was talking all that trash about her and stuff when she did it, but when they did it, it was all right. Right? She got bars.
Okay.
And she got a story to tell. You put the two together, then you got the heart of the people. The women finna hear hip hop. The 50 sisters, you don't even see them coming, but they all in the emerging stages of their career. But these girls about to take the genre and they about to start teaching the way we were supposed to be taught in hip hop before the industry hijacked it.
Mm-hmm.
It's no secret to anybody that's in our community that do their research that the industry ran by more Zionist Jews under the banner or under the cover of these three-letter organizations, ADL and JDL, right? They the ones run Hollywood. Used to. Hollyweird is gone now. Now you're going back to independent studios of filmmakers that's giving you products of substance.
Like Tyler Perry Studios in Atlanta.
He haven't made his full evolution yet because his next phase is to make epic motion pictures that uplift the people in the culture. But he had to go around his elbow to get to his thumb, as Noble Drew Ali said.
Go ahead.
Right. So once he do this, now he's in the position he can start rewriting the narrative in the production field of movies.
Yeah.
Right. If you go back to Tupac at the beginning of Thug Life, he was doing an interview on MTV Raps with 5 Freddy.
Okay, yeah.
And he said that he was starting to get into the music industry and he was starting to get into movies. He said that the people in the movie industry was trying to trap him with the contracts, but he didn't say contracts. He said they doing to the same thing in the music and TV industry as an actor as they doing the music as an entertainer.
Yeah.
Right. So this is how you expose who the dirty players is. You go send somebody in, you need a dog in every fight.
Yeah.
All the time he using his career to try to cross the land unmolested by the entity that realized that was going on too late, and they created something called the hip hop police.
Yeah, go ahead. I got arrested by them before.
The hip hop police is a subsection of COINTELPRO who was assigned to the artists like Tupac, Chuck D, Professor Griff, Ice Cube. The hip hop police was assigned to follow and monitor them making moves behind the scenes as they use the industry as a cover.
Hey, I got arrested by them people, man. The night I was
a lot of
Hurricane.
people think they're a myth.
No, I got arrested by them people. They was following Hurricane around.
Mm-hmm.
He was watching. He had about $6 million. He had got a lot of money then for them ringtones and stuff. They were following him around in an unmarked car, and then I guess I was following him, but I was like in a raggedy car, and my tail light was busted out, right? So they thought they saw 3 dudes in the car following Hurricane. They like, damn, these dudes must finna rob. They thought I was finna rob Hurricane. So they pulled me over, right? That dude was able to run my name in a whole nother state and get me arrested for a fucking seatbelt ticket. All right, so we didn't have nothing on us or nothing. They just we sat there for like 2 hours for them running my name in different states. And they ran all 3. Yep.
They don't have to run your name in different states. If you got a warrant anywhere on the land, they got something called the National Crime Information Center that was created as a venture from the FBI and Department of Justice to give law enforcement access to each other's database by putting it into a central database.
That's what happened to me.
So all warrants, your warrant come up, your fingerprints come up faster. Everything is faster now. Remember, you used to be dead wrong, get fingerprinted, take a week to come back, but they can't hold you longer than 72 hours without charging you.
Yeah, see.
So you be having warrants out, they be to let you go before your fingerprints come back.
Man, but I'm gonna tell you, down in Dallas, they said it was 24 hours, right? If these people don't come get 72 hours, they don't come get you, right? They waited to the last freaking hour, like the 72 hour. Well, I was about to get ready to get out. I'm thinking I'm about to get out. And then they said, oh, nah, nigga, we here to pick you up and take you. I said, oh, man, this is crazy, bro.
Yeah, they always come at the last hour.
Yeah, they got me good.
Johnny come lately, as Farrakhan called me. At the last hour is always somebody to come rescue you from the motherfucking freedom, ain't it?
Yeah, it took me straight to jail from that jail. I said, man, yeah, I want a seatbelt ticket, man. I'm telling you. So
the movie Warriors was a script with instructions for the clans.
Okay, go ahead.
It was reenacted as a parody in Vibe magazine as an East Coast West Coast war. The East Coast West Coast war was called what you would call a media contrivance in order to defame the artists, right? And so it was Quincy Jones magazine,
Okay,
right? And Quincy Jones was the one who was given the cover for Tupac to get the information out to the rest of the chiefs on the land that understand what's going on.
Okay.
A lot of us didn't understand it until we translated the music in different ways, how our tribal construct, a lot like I'm reading it from a Mississippian point of view.
Okay.
Right. But a guy from New Orleans, he's going to read it from New Orleans Mardi Gras point of view, the spirit of Madame Laveau and all of this type of energy. They know they read it different, but they're going to come up with the same message. Haitian Jack was instrumental. Remember, Jack is the short for Joaquin. Joaquin is the other pillar. Boaz is one, Joaquin is the other.
Okay.
This is the two pillars that you beat from pillar to post when you bumping a motherfucker straight.
Okay, go ahead.
Right? If he can bump straight off the one, Joaquin, the blue house, and two, Boaz, the red house, the sacred clown, he gonna bump straight wherever you send him.
That's right.
Every one of us had a father figure that gave us the bop.
Okay.
What that mean is they say, check out how I taught my son how to be, see if he bumps straight. And then they pass you on to other men in the clan at a distance where you under their observation to determine your status as one of the chiefs. And then you say you have to discover who is your Tubal Arcane in order for you to find out who was your teachers.
Okay.
They ain't gonna tell you who they is, but you gonna discover it as you discover yourself. As your higher self unfold, your path unfold. As your path unfold, you can download your spirit messages in order to be the maximum effectiveness to the collective clans at your position, because spiritually we all got different ranks. Mine just happened to be pretty high. Right? But that's because ancestrally, I was baptized and bound to a lower. Some of the ones in the voodoo know what I'm talking about. I was consecrated to Baron Samadi in Jewtown in Chicago when I was a baby. And this is the energy that I have to carry and rationalize this anger and this rage and this fearlessness with common sense.
Hey, you're doing a good job, right? You're doing a really good job.
They call it temperance. Learning to control the monkey mind, the Sako Mao. If you can do that, you can move pretty high in rank among the collective clans because you the bump straight.
Yeah, you don't really lose your cool. Like you don't lose your cool that much. Me, I lose my cool. Yeah, you don't lose your cool. You stay cool. Like my granddad was like that. He never loses his cool, man. No matter how aggressive somebody get, even if he in a fight, it don't even look like it's like he's so calm. Like I ain't never seen nobody like that, man. Like they're just calm with everything. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, smooth.
So all of the pieces was laid out for us to put them together in this era. When we do, the message tells us through the music that it's time to close this shenanigan and put the tribes back on top. Hey, go to Google and type in "Gods of the Concrete Jungle." I think that. Can you read the fine print on that one? I can't tell if that's it.
It says concrete jungle, a green beret,
No, that's
guide
not
to
it.
urban.
That's not it. Scroll down. I think it's that one right there, but I can't see it good enough.
Well, right here to
The
finding
one.
the
No. It's
okay.
gonna look like cartoons on the cover. Click on that one with the ship. What that say?
I can't even see that.
Nope, that ain't it.
It's too goddamn clear.
I got the book too, but it's packed down somewhere.
Man, I need to see that cover so I can get that joint. I need to see which one you talking about.
Put the between of and concrete.
Okay. Okay. That one there. Further to
Scroll
concrete
down to see what
jungle.
I see.
This one. Okay.
I
See, they
don't
got
see it.
cartoon characters. This ain't it right here with the bear on there and the
Mm-mm.
elephant. Okay.
No, I got black people.
Hold on. Let me do this right here.
It might have black in front of it.
Yeah, that's what I was typing in.
It might be black guys of the concrete jungle.
Okay, let's type that in. Very like my
Wait a minute, go back up. I think click that second book from the left. Yeah. Nope, that ain't it.
there's another black line. The black goddess. Okay, all right, there ain't it. Boom, boom. Oh yeah, we gonna find it though.
I think that's the same author right there. Scroll under that. It might be under that.
Oh yeah, I think
Mm-mm.
that's it though.
Let's scroll down some more in the main part.
He got that the black gods. All right, hold up. Concrete jungle. That's that boy Rod Blasco, whatever his name is.
Bosco, one of the West Coast OGs.
Yeah, he from the I don't know. I think I know he blood, but I don't know what set. I don't know if it's Pyru or Bounty Hunter, one of them. Uh, man,
Wait a minute, right?
forgot about
Click
that
that
cover.
book at the top right.
Right here,
Nope,
top right
right there.
there, top right there.
What that say?
That's the one we just clicked on. The black
Okay,
gods and goddesses.
that look like it too, but that ain't it. It might be the same author. Let me see. I'm gonna have to
Yeah, I
send it
think.
to you as a receipt and you share it later.
Yeah.
Hey, one more. Put in one Baba told the Sterling Hobbs Black Angels
So that first part.
by Sterling Hobbs. That's his name.
Sterling. Sterling. Uh, right here, this one.
Yep. So this is also talking about those ones who be moving power behind the scenes in the hood.
Oh yeah, this one right here gonna be fire.
hmm All these be having codes in them.
Damn, they want what? $900. What? They got to be wrong. Use one.
Yeah, you see how much it costs, right?
All right, so that yeah,
That mean they don't
yeah,
want
that
you to
joint
read it.
crazy. Ain't no look at it.
Listen, that mean they don't want you to
Yeah, but they can
read
get
it.
a $19 joint. Go ahead.
Oh, I'm about to go get that. I need another copy. Soon we get off
Oh
the
yeah,
phone, I'm
I'm
ordering
gonna
that
try to get
bad
this.
boy.
Yeah, $19 versus 900 is a big difference. I would just say, hey,
Yeah.
900,
Well,
that's like your rent. That's like a rent right there, man.
but that tells you
You know what I'm
something though,
saying?
because
Yeah,
they that's what they do when a book has some information they don't want us to get. If some of us get a hold of this book and tell somebody about it, they'll price it out of our range that we can't afford it.
yeah,
That's why it costs so much to go to college because of the textbooks,
that's right. That's right. That's right, Rod.
right? That's because they price the books to keep the regular person from just buying the book, and then they have to go get instructions on how to read the book because they don't know that every field history has a different language than science.
Mm-hmm.
And science have a different language than math or music.
Oh
But
yeah,
once
this
you
the book.
learn how to use them all, that's called integrated learning. And integrated learning is what they trying to prevent us from doing. But yeah, just this is one of the books they don't want you to read.
Yeah, this the book about how they infiltrated the Nation of Islam.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I remember this book.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
Bible
remember
told us about the. That's what made me get it because Bible told us in one of the scrolls that to read it because it was instrumental in understanding what happened to the messenger.
Yeah, I remember now. I remember this book
Hmm.
now. Yeah.
According to this book, they came in through his window at Cook County Hospital and injected some solutions into his IV to kill him.
Yeah, the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, right?
Hmm.
Yeah,
But
because he also
some people say he was switched out with his brother, and
you
that
talking about John.
he ain't the one that died. It really was his brother, and he took his brother's identity and continued to be the teacher in Detroit.
Yeah, John did look like. Yeah, that's real weird that you say that, Rod. John do look like Elijah a lot, but I'm gonna go back and do some more digging on that. That's interesting that you say that now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So from the Nation of Islam, you got Farrakhan rebuilding after Wallace tore it down because you can't keep it intact with all of this infiltration going on.
Okay.
When Malcolm assassination went down, that's how Elijah was able to tell Farrakhan every dirty player to get rid of,
Mm-hmm.
and
Mm-hmm.
which one of his enemies he had to keep close so that he could be successful. He was well instructed by the messenger, as he himself will tell you. The messenger never stopped giving him instructions the whole time.
Mm. Man, nigga
And the
Elijah was
message is the
cold.
mirror.
My God, Elijah was cold. He was wise. One of the wisest men that I know of. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Yeah.
So you got like Siraj Wahaj end up converting the I think his name was Jeffrey 13X or something.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And he ended up converting to Sunni Islam, found out he can have a wedding with a 9-year old and went crazy.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, we did good on this one, Rod. Yeah, so we dropped some heavy duty stuff, man. We're gonna be back. We back. We got the ball rolling now, so we're gonna probably come back on this week sometime where we could get
Well,
it more organized. Cause but this
yeah,
one, like I say,
this was a moment's notice right here.
yeah,
This wasn't
yeah,
no plan.
yeah. Hey, it's
This
off
was
the
just
dome.
study group.
Yeah, hey, look, you did good, bro. Every time, like I say, I got some more stuff to take. I'm gonna go into it's like the Nation of Islam. Like I love the Nation of Islam. I feel like I'm part of the nation. You know what I'm saying? Just that's like my part of my family because of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, Minister Louis Farrakhan, and I just that's the teachings that I started out under. You know what I'm saying? So
There's
yeah.
also a Lost Foundation of Islam stationed in Atlanta under Silas Muhammad.
Mm-hmm.
They don't have, they're not totally belligerent to each other. They're just two alpha males can't occupy the same house.
Yeah.
Right. So he can't be Silas can't take orders from Farrakhan. He's not wired that way.
Okay.
But he can communicate with him and exchange information, and he can continue the mission how he see fit from the instructions the messenger gave him. And it still don't have to be any hostilities between the two groups.
Yeah.
Farrakhan also have a Nation of Islam mosque in Atlanta, and I think a lot of the congregations are friendly to each other. And you have this other guy, Brother Melchizedek, out of New York, and he tell you the purpose is to learn how to be the creator of your own realities. In other words, to evolve you from man to God.
Mm-hmm.
And the God's status is the ability to manifest your reality using your resourcefulness in the 3D based on your God nature.
Hey, you did good, bro. I'm telling you. Like, this is another banger.
Yeah, I wasn't planning on doing nothing, you know. That
Hey,
was
look, hey, I'm glad you did hit me because you gave me another like this week. This week, I got some missions that I'm gonna be hitting off of based off this tape. Some stuff that I'm gonna be researching because I like when every time Elijah used to talk about the mother plane, but then when Elijah went away, and then it was John, his brother, or with the other names you call him, they call him John Muhammad and some other name.
yeah, he was John Muhammad.
Yeah, so like he was talking about the mother plane. I was like, to me, he was like looking like I'm looking at Elijah when he was talking, and I really couldn't tell the difference at one point between them when I first started looking at them. I thought,
Well, I know Farrakhan is familiar with the art of war,
okay,
and I know that the FOI are one of the most highly advancedly trained security forces in the world.
that's right.
Yeah. They was classified in the intelligence manual as the second best security force behind Secret Service.
What? That's interesting.
Right. And the only reason that Secret Service was more advanced is because they had more resources
That's right.
that they could draw from.
That's right. That sounds about right, bro. I'm telling you, these boys. I mean, FOI is really sophisticated. People don't know that.
So you got a lot of chiefs. This is why so many mosques with ministers. The ministers can hold their own at any mosque. Right? They can organize their own right there. Just remember when we went over the drills of the nation and how it was right, because once you learn how to work within the field, within the energy field, as a leader, you be more effective in bringing cohesion to your group, to your clan.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what they teach by teaching the drills. That's the discipline and the focus. Those who can read that energy can perform the drill the best. So you'll see them doing individual drill steps too.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Right. And the individual is judged on his individual merit, and the unit is judged on the collective. How well can we stay locked in step without breaking the energy? So it becomes a training program for the leader to be able to be a leader without the big leader being present. It's like create monkey clone army, Sun Wukong.